Welcome back to some more EU4 with me, Daniel from Dan Has Fun, playing as Croatia, having started as our wee little Italy buddy in Ragusa. Last episode, we kind of caused some border goal by accident, but I think it does have positive net consequences. We gave one province by accident to Austria, but we know eventually they're going to hate us. This makes a pretty good war goal. We took some more land off the Ottomans, including cleaning up a bit of border goal, and we took the capital of Venice, a beautiful 32 development coastal location, potentially with a couple of fancy buildings we could acquire. This episode, we need to deal with a lot of different things. Predominantly, our embarrassingly bad tech rate compared to everyone around us. Everyone around us is mostly at 12, 12, 12. A couple of people are behind on admin. We are behind on everything. So that's what our priority is going to be this episode. We're going to annex Ferrara, which, yes, will cost us some Diplo power, but it should then allow us to concentrate more on getting our monarch points up. We are doing pretty well getting 12 admin, but, 2 Diplo is pretty terrible. We also have to bear in mind that our king is 61, his heir is 60, so they're both probably going to kick the bucket sometime soon. We shall see. The Papal States apparently is no longer able to be a rival for us, so we need to pick somebody. All these options kind of suck, and he said all these Austrias because I was looking at it. Only one of these nations has less army than us, although I think France is a pretty natural pick here because they're allied to the Ottomans. So that to me makes perfect sense. We can't do any army drilling right now because we are going to have some pretty unhappy locations, especially if we start trying to convert their religion, which we'll be doing because we can't afford to core everything right now. We have 3 Orthodox and 2 Sunni provinces to convert, and it's going to be slow going, I think. Yeah, France is fine. Good government policies. Give me some admin points so I can continue coring things, please. Always hitting the wrong buttons. There we go. That's the one I want. Perfect. We don't have that much overextension. So even though our Diplo rep is suffering a little bit, honestly, it's fine. It's more annoying that our corruption is going back up, but what are you going to do? We'll get it down at some point. It's only at 4. It could be a lot worse. Can probably turn the speed back up, though. Oh, growth of the printing industry just came out. The Mamluks have just attacked the Ottomans too. They are toast. Yep, they've already broken their alliance with France, because France probably refused to join. So that's going to go badly for the Ottomans. Where did this spawn? Now, printing press always spawns in Germany somewhere, like the German area. The German-speaking world probably makes the most sense to say. So it spawned in Ravensburg. Our capital is naturally going to get printing press institutional spread. Not very much, but because it's a European 20 development capital, we do get some spread. I'm not hugely rushing into having to get this institution because we're already behind on tech. So it's fine. Castile's attacking people we don't know. Poland wants some money, that's fine. Speaking of money, we probably should get a little bit more generated. It looks like tax is going to be the way to go for now. I meant to hit Adrianople, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, the Ottomans are now being attacked by Russia. Russia should probably take this space, so I'm not worried. This is not a priority for me. But yeah, the Ottomans are now just going to get absolutely mauled, which is why we wanted to take as much land as we could. Now Kaya Kunlu's declared war on the Ottomans. So yeah, they're just falling apart, the seams, at this stage. The only consistent ally left is Venice. Venice is Tunis, because no longer Venice. Words are hard. And Tunis only has 20,000 troops. The Mamluks alone have 55, so rest in spaghettis, never forgetties. I'm just hoping we get at least one more war against the Ottomans, and maybe we can take this. And then we can beat up the other nations that have taken other parts of the Ottoman land. That will be fine. Speaking of taking land, How long is it until we can annex Cyprus? 5 years? Which means we don't have to prioritize getting its friendship up, but I guess we might as well. There you go. Yeah, see, the Ottomans are doomed. They're in 3 different wars. They can't defend against any of them, so rip. Oops, going to eat an ice cube on recording. That's great odds. I've got an iced coffee. Get that ice cube out of my face. Just enjoying my iced coffee so much I'm eating the ice. Noble Families Feud. That's a TV show, isn't it? I'll just give them the autonomy. It's fine. Again, we have a pretty rubbish... Oh, I was going to say we have a successful bureaucracy, but we have a pretty rubbish army right now. So I would quite like to not have to deal with this. Where are the Ottoman troops going? What are they? Where? Why? They must be trying to defend this. But this is already done, mate. Like, what do you expect to do? Russia has 103,000 troops. What are you thinking? I don't know. I'll give them points for trying anyway. Oh, Berg is telling us about the book market. Cool. None of our guys can read. That doesn't matter. We have the Council of Trent. So remember, we stayed Catholic. So, with the Council of Trent, that's not a word, Trent, the Pope has invited us to attend the Council of Trent to debate the required reforms to remedy the corruption and other afflictions of the Church. The Council will discuss what constitutes, or constitutes, no, it is constitutes, it's really hard to read that, it's all crushed together. Constitutes the Protestant heresy and consider the definition of church readings in the area of scripture and tradition, original sin, justification, sacraments, the Eucharist in Holy Mass, and the veneration of saints. I do promise I can read. The font is small. It will also try to answer Protestant disputes by considering curbs on practices that have become a stain to the Church's reputation. For instance, the frequent absenteeism of bishops and various worldly excesses of the clergy. We must deliberate on our position. So we get to choose a position. The Pope likes us for doing it. I mean, they've gone from hating us to still kind of hating us. The Pope loses corruption, gains prestige, loses a load of money, and now we get to go under, not that one, not even that one, but this one, the Holy See. We have Council of Trent options. Kind of. So what it means here is there's 2 options for each scenario. We can't physically pick it because we're not the papal controller, but we can try to guide the papal controller, which is Burgundy right now, to try and make certain decisions. So one side is harsh, which typically means that you can convert other religions more easily, institutions will spread quicker, you'll get more manpower, more war score, but like Protestants and Reforms you hate a lot more. Or you can be conciliatory and essentially make things just a bit smoother, but they're less overall strong. Although I will say I do like the rescinding celibacy option, just because extra manpower is very stable throughout. But these are both pretty good. I don't really have a huge preference on which one to pick, to tell you the truth. We could embrace the Counter-Reformation if we really wanted to. If we did this, it means tech is more expensive, ideas are more expensive, but we become really, really good at converting non-Catholic provinces. We don't need to do this right now, even if we intend to later. With absolutely no need to do this. So I'm just going to say ignore it for now. And truth be told, I don't think this is going to matter a huge amount. So I'm just going to wait a couple of months and see what people generally think they want to do. And by people, I mean the AI. I think most of them, yeah, most of them are going to go harsh, I suspect. Oh, no, now we're going conciliatory. It's quite close, in fact. Interesting. How many cardinals do we even have? Sort by country. Croatia. We have 6, so we have a big say in this. I think we'd have to go harsh. The institution spread, though, sucks. Like, really sucks. But then if we do this, we can't convert anybody that's not, Muslim. The institution spread is horrible, but I think that's the right decision. Yeah, I don't love that, but I think it's the right answer. At least for this game. I don't mean in real life, obviously. Oh, I have 1 chip to upgrade. I might as well get that done, I guess. We'll help them. We're nice guys. We're good guy Gregs. And we're also going to hunt... yes, we're going to hunt privates. Privateers is probably the word you should use there in our home trade node. Hunting privates is something I don't think you can do on YouTube. Oh, boy. Now we're having people change their mind. Look how close it is. I thought Harsh would win pretty easily, but that would be incorrect. We'll see what they do. Ultimately, it's down to Burgundy. What we've suggested, really, I don't think makes much difference at all. I don't know on the code side of things, but it feels like it just does what it wants. I wonder if the Ottomans aren't piecing out because all 3 nations want more land than they can technically siege because other wars have taken it. That's kind of funny. Should now be able to, call these other 2. Excellent. Get them called. How are we doing for spread? Not great because of the minus 25%, I'm sure, but yeah, we're only at 0.3. Baby steps. We could invest points into the province to make it spread quicker, but we don't have a lot of monarch points. And Ferrara is only at like 20% completed, so we're probably going to hit 0 before then. In fact, that's so bad. I'm going to have to do this for now, just so we don't run out of Diplo points before that annexing completes, because I don't want the diplomat stuck there doing nothing forever. And then we can switch it back later. Does mean our other idea group for admin's not probably going to get done anytime soon, but what are you going to do? There's a coalition against mines. Did I see that right? Yeah, there is. Wow. Okay. Oh, hang on. So our king died. Our heir took over, but he is also old as balls. So now we have an election. So we could just elect our dude. Current heir, no heir, will die. I mean, these are decent leaders, but I don't think we need to. We'll just elect the guy that was the heir. Yes, he is old, so we're going to lose more stability. That's the real downside of being a monarchy and over a republic. Like, we eat stability every time our leader dies. But what we now are worried about is this. Personal union on monarch death. Because we could end up in a succession war against Castile. Which we do not want. That is absolutely no. Because that will, by guarantee, break our alliance with Austria and Castile in different ways. But we can do this. Hang on, if we introduce a new heir, do they all get a CB on us? So before we do that then, Let's be smart. Let's do some royal marriages first and see if we can get a genuine leader, like a genuine heir. Is there anybody that we can do a royal marriage with that we don't already have? Cyprus, not that that hugely matters. That's fine. Ferrara, we already have one. Silly, we already have one. Okay. So, I do not want to end up in being a junior partner. So I'm going to eat this. Not a terrible M, not amazing, but not bad. And he's 6, which should be about right before this guy kicks the bucket. His claim, though, is weak and rubbish. So, we need to deal with this. Hopefully he doesn't die too soon, because that will absolutely tank our legitimacy. We'll see. Could be worse. We could be in a worse position when that guy died. He could have died at like 80, and then our heir could have died immediately after him. Or right before. After would have been worse, though. Because then we would have lost stability twice. But that's okay. Everything is fine. What we can even do, because we have the papacy point stored up, is we can be like, hey, I want to spend 100 to get 1 stability, so we're back to +3. That's something Catholicism can do that the other religions just can't. So if you are going to be a monarchy, Catholicism's pretty decent for it. Speaking of things that are decent, who's decent for the taking? I'd really rather not attack the papacy right now. And they already picked a conciliatory tone, which sucks for us. Like, we really, really wanted this. But what are you going to do? I guess they're like, well, it doesn't matter to us. We don't convert provinces. Well, don't be selfish, bro. Aragon is allied to Austria, so that's a no-go. Tuscany would be a pretty decent contender. I mean, we could even do it before we fully annex Ferrara. And maybe get some more land that way. If we did that, though, both Poland and Austria will not join. Austria probably would if I bribed them first, but I don't have enough favours. So let's curry some favours. Let's just say we're going to do that. We might not end up doing it, but just so we're prepared, let's say we're going to do it. Yeah, Bohemia is definitely going to become the leader of... At least going to provide the monarch to Poland. There's no way our guy's going to take over. Which is good for them, because it's only a 4-3-1. But we'll keep trying. You never know. Are we going to have a rebellion anytime soon? 6 years, 14 years. I'm going to say no, so we can probably leave. You're going to need some ships to do that, though. So let's just have you guys transferred over. We'll have you start wandering to the west, please. Thank you, transport ships. You've done a good job. We could have mothballed them, but knowing me, I would forget to unmothball. What is this? Poland has a domineering personality against us right now. Why? That's interesting. That's an interesting development. And that changes this plan completely. I thought it'd be Austria that would break their alliance with us. If it's Poland, that's going to cause some major blockage for us to move north. And then does that mean, do we try and find a way to befriend Russia. Because they would hate us a lot less because we wouldn't be allied to Poland. But we're not the same religion, and they think we're weak, but they do have a massive army, to be fair. Very, very interesting. Let's see if they actually break their alliance with us first. Because Austria played this game and then they didn't do it. So let's see if they commit to it or not. If they do, it's just going to change what we planned. Oh, we have a new reform to enact while we wait. So we're up to the administrative cadre. Cadre? Yes. I don't know. Considering how bad our corruption has been, I mean, it is very tempting to go for a meritocratic recruitment. Try and put my teeth in and say it. I definitely am not going for more corruption, because it's going to cost us an absolute ton to deal with. It does give you more admin skill, but I don't think so, buddy. We could strengthen our parliament. I think it's okay. I mean, the maximum absolutism penalty will make our army worse later as well. So this is my instinctive pick, but maybe because that will pick something different. But everything else is kind of boring. No, I will go for it. What's the option we couldn't pick? Superiority of the state? Yeah, because we don't have court ideas. Honestly, that's pretty decent, but that's fine. We're going to make our parliament even better. We are enlightened, unlike these guys that want to dominate us. They're not even that much stronger than us. In fact, they have a smaller army than we do. That's weird. Yeah, and they did break their alliance with us. Okay. Well, that's a decision that they made. I guess there's no... I was going to say, there's no point us sending over our... well, we can't. We can't send over our leader anymore because we're not allied. Cool. Okay, sure. What's their aggressive expansion against us? Only 7. So that's a non-issue. That puts us at a 5-year truce as well, so they can't do anything to us. What's Russia's opinion of us now? They still don't love us. But they don't hate us either. So I'm going to be like, hey, for now we'll be neutral. We can't pick friendly because we don't have a high enough opinion. But we want to make sure we're not being aggro towards Russia, because they may be a helpful buffer for us. And they're just such a giant landmass that they're very helpful as an ally if you're near them, because they just cause a death by attrition for everybody else. The old, Napoleon's March scenario. But I think for now, what we need to do is just kind of ignore Poland and keep pushing forwards, because we are at 19 favours with Austria. They still won't join unless we do that, but I think they will if we do bribe them. Milan will join. Württemberg will join. It does mean Aragon's going to get involved, and that means I'm going to have to contend with a decent-sized navy. But that will break Aragon's alliance with Austria, so that's useful. Yeah, I think that's what we do. So I'm going to send in the favours already to say, hey, can you prepare for war, please? So they won't declare war themselves. I'm going to turn the speed down because I need to be ready. And the question really is, if I'm declaring on Tuscany, do I put all my troops in Ferrara? Or do I put them here and then have them go across to Aragon? I should also move my fleet. My fleet needs to go... where? Aragon's busy with Tunis right now as well. This is a really good time to do this. How many ships do you have? Tuscany has 37 ships. Some of them, at least, have to be transports. Right? So I'm going to go move over there immediately. These transports... I think we should move our troops into Ferrara. So let's walk them over. It does leave our empire kind of open, although Russia's left 35,000 troops in Greece for some reason. They can't declare on us, I'm not worried about it. But yeah, the Ottomans still haven't been able to peace out. They definitely have low war enthusiasm. Oh, and the leader of Tuscany just died. Cool. Our queen is a reformer. That's pretty good. If we do end up in a regency, that's a decent trait. Come on, guys. So slow. Getting attrition like crazy because the supply in Europe's still rubbish. It's fine. We have 60,000 manpower. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't need revolts happening across the country while I'm not there. That would be majorly unhelpful. We are up to 10 favours with Austria, so now we can immediately go. Again, this brings in Burgundy, Aragon, and Geneva, but we can bring in Milan, Württemberg, and Austria. Their claims are on Lucca and on Firenze, which is a hill fort, so we're going to make that the war goal. But we're going to do this next episode, I think. So if you did enjoy our setup, please do let me know. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you next video. I'm sure there's one showing up on the the exit here. So give them a click if you're so inclined. Have a wonderful rest of your day.